Yay! That was really good.
Thanks.
So, what's the story behind that one, John?
Well, I don't know if it's not so much like a literal story, but I was just I was this place where I used to play like an open mic kind of night, and this girl is I guess she was a coffee tendress, you could say.
Coffee girl.
And she said to me, "You look like you're angry," and I don't know why, but that just really struck a chord with me. And so I thought to myself, she's probably right. I probably do have some repressed anger. But, what am I supposed to do, dwell on that? So I figure, maybe I'm a little bit angry inside, and maybe I've got some other flaws too. But if other people don't like that, then, well, screw them.
Yeah, you would say you are a little angry.
I can say the SCR word, right? That's not banned by the FCC
no.
yet. Okay.
Oh, no, I just got to call him fired. So, thanks a lot. But, so, yeah, I mean, besides your influences, I mean, obviously you've probably been to numerous Counting Crows concerts. Like what? Like 100? Like 9? What is that?
How'd you know that you're a stalker, aren't you? At least you did your research. Yeah, I've been to a lot of concerts. I've been to, I don't know, not 100, maybe like 40, 45 Counting Crows. But I've seen Ryan Adams. Are you familiar with Brian Adams?
Yes.
And not Brian with a B.
Yeah, no, not Summer of '69, Brian, but
or like Ricochet.
Ryan, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's probably one of the most prolific songwriters of our generation, and I've seen him probably 15 to 20 times.
That's cool. Is he not? A lot of people I know don't know who he is.
Well, see, that's the thing. I would go to more Ryan shows than I would Crow shows if I had other people I would ride with. But since no one I know really listens to Ryan except for a couple of people, then there's fewer carpools.
Yeah.
And gas is expensive.
Yeah, a little bit. And most good concerts are around here within the 50-mile radius. They're passed up in Maryland Heights, St. Louis, the Pageant. Go to the Loop. Those are really the only good shows you can get to. I mean, there's really nothing around here.
Yeah, well, see, Riverport. Well, I'm still calling it Riverport. What's it called now?
The Riverport Amphitheater.
Right. Well, I mean, it's got a new name.
It's like the Verizon
some cell phone company.
Yeah, the Verizon.
Whatever. It always Riverport. But I mean, that's our biggest concert hall, and I've been to, like you said, I've been to a lot of concerts all over the country and a couple other countries. But regardless, it's got really terrible sound. You think in St. Louis, I mean, we're such a populous area. I mean, we're one of the few cities that foreigners would recognize the name of if you listed off like a list of U.S. cities, and they'd think St. Louis, Chicago. But anyway, you'd think with such a renowned reputation that we'd have a better sounding concert hall, but
no, we really don't.
I guess most people just don't know the difference because they don't go to that many concerts. But.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah. What's the most influential? Not the most influential. What's the best concert you've ever seen? Because you've been to like hundreds.
Oh, the best.
The best.
Well,
you got a story.
Well, I've got a really cool story actually. I used to go down to New Orleans quite a bit. I used to go for Jazz Fest, and I'd kind of gotten, since I had seen Counting Crows quite a few times, I kind of got to be friends with a girl who runs their website, and she tipped me off on like the secret Counting Crow show. It was in this little bar. Like, it wasn't like a VIP list that you had to be on to get in. It was just, they just didn't advertise it. It was under like some fake name, like the Uriah Heep Tribute Band or something like that. But anyway, I was 19 at the time. And as you know, the legal purchase of alcohol in the United States is you have to be 21. Okay. But, except for in New Orleans, obviously. But I used to go down there, and we went and we lined up for this secret show like 12 hours before the show actually started. And, okay, keep in mind, I'm 19.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting at the bar, and they're serving me drinks all day long. Okay. And by the way, this bar's closed now, in case anyone's wondering. But
we won't name
different reasons. But anyway, I was 19, and they're serving me drinks all day long. And like, we waited all year for this show. We got all amped up about it. And right before the door was supposed to open to let us into the back area where the stage was, this huge bouncer comes out, and he says, the show is now 21 and up. And I was like, okay, well, no problem. You have to be 21 and up to drink the alcohol, so I'll just walk right in. Wrong answer. Keep in mind, we got here early enough because the people who like the Crows, they're such hardcore fans, they line up early because their live shows are so good.
Yeah.
But so we were the very first ones in line.
Right.
And so they were checking IDs on the way in, and they kicked me out. And so I'm a little frustrated because
Yeah.
I was working in some retail place or maybe a fast food joint, I don't know. But I didn't make a lot of money, so like I pretty much blew all my money on this trip to see this really special show where they're going to play like new songs for the first time, whatever. Anyway, so they kicked me out, and then I'm sitting at the bar and they served me another drink, haha. And
oh wow,
my friend Paul, I don't want to say his screw it. Paul Austin. He comes out the exit, and like once you go in, they give you a wristband, and he's like, "Dude, I'm going to try to get your wristband so you can get him in the back exit." And then he came out later. He's like, "Oh, I couldn't get one. I think I saw somebody slip a 20 to the guard." So I'm like, "Okay." So I got back in the line, and now there's like 50 people in front of me, and so I get back in the line, and I have a 20 under my license, hand it to him, and he just pulls out the 20 and just throws it at me and kicks me out. I'm getting more frustrated.
Yeah.
So I go back and sit at the bar for a minute, and then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to try to sneak into the back entrance while nobody's looking. So I did, and like two of the biggest guards I've ever seen in my entire life drug me out by the throat and the arms.
Oh, God.
Back into the bar area where they served me another drink.
What?
Because it's whatever.
Yeah.
But and so now I'm just devastated, and the bartendress. I'm using a lot of tendress adjectives. The bartendress says, the owner says if he sees you inside, he's going to have you arrested. And so now I'm really screwed.
Yeah.
And then 5 minutes later, Paul comes out with a wristband for me. But now I can't go in anyway because now obviously they're going to recognize me. Yeah. And I'm going to go to jail, and that would make it a really bad trip.
No, yeah, I wouldn't enjoy that.
Go to see a concert, end up in
jail.
prison. People trying to make friends with you in that unfriendly way. So I'm sitting there, and I get this brainstorm, and so I take like the last of my money, and like I run all the way down Toulouse, which is where this place was at, and all the way down Bourbon Street. And Bourbon Street's crazy. There's people just walking around. It's all foot traffic. So I run all the way to the end of the Bourbon Street, past all the bars and all the questionable venues. Yeah. And I find this place called People's Grocery, and I go inside and I buy scissors, shaving cream, and then I go back out into the street, and I yell out at the top of my lungs. I said, "I'll give $10 to anyone who shaves my head right here." And then like this huge crowd of people swarmed around me in this circle.
Oh my God.
And like these kids that were street performers around me, they're like, "I'll cut your hair," and I was like, and I'll never see that $10 again. They'll just run off. Yeah. But there's this like middle-aged couple, and the guy's like, "I've always wanted to try cutting hair," and so I got down on my knees right there on the sidewalk, and I started like chopping away and putting shave cream on my head, and just shaving away, going crazy, and everyone's just walking around going, "What is going on? This is insane. What's this guy doing? He must be wasted." And so like finally they finish, and like it doesn't look good. Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, you don't look like
there's no sink. So what?
It's like going to great clubs.
Come on. No. There's no sink, so instead of washing the stuff off my head, people were donating their draft beer in the plastic cups, and they would just dump the beer over my head to wash off the shaving cream and the hair. So I get done. It looks bad. There's like patches everywhere, like behind my ears. It's still like 2 inches long. Yeah. And then I run into another store and spend what was left on my money on like some sunglasses that say like Happy New Year from the year before because they were cheap. And I got like this purple shirt that was like 2 sizes too small, and so I go back out in the street, and I just rip off my shirt and just throw it on the ground, and people's like, "What is going on?" Put on this purple shirt and these goofy palm tree New Year sunglasses. Oh, I forgot to mention that some reporter came up to me and asked what I was doing, and she said, "What are you trying to do?" I'm like, "I'm trying to get into a secret Counting Crow show." "Where's that?" "I can't tell you. It's a secret." It's a secret. So yeah, I go there with I look like a homeless person now, and I run all the way back, like the 10 blocks to where the show was. Now I'm disguised, and I've got the wristband, and I found like I don't remember, like a paper clip or some tape or something, and just put it on my wrist, and I walked right in the back entrance 5 minutes before the show started.
Oh my God, I wouldn't have the guts to do any of that. I mean, like, not I wouldn't shave my head for Silver Sun pickup show. But
I think it'd be a little more acceptable for me to shave my head than you guys.
Yeah. Well, that was a cool story.
Well, thanks,
bro. Well, while we're stopped, do you want to do another song?